in-store and online at 5hourenergy.com or on Amazon today. We are on Sportsmanlike here on ESPN Radio. I don't know. Some may argue that our producer, Nuno Miguel Barrera Teixeira, is doing everything in his power to avoid his team's collapse yesterday, the New York Giants. This is interesting. Like, there are other games and other storylines to get to, but it feels to me like Nuno is trying to angle everything so we don't have to get immediately to his Giants. The Chiefs shutting out another team, and that team having a Super Bowl winning coach who's probably going to be a Hall of Famer one day, maybe possibly one and done, and maybe the greatest quarterback of all time choosing wrong at the quarterback position. That is a storyline. Don't get me wrong. But I'm going to ignore the former Giant right here for a second. Smalls, do you think these two Giants are avoiding this? It feels like it a little bit.
I don't know why they'd want to avoid it. I know that it's a tough L for you guys to take, especially with the way that game started. But heading into the season, we never thought that the Giants would even be in a game like that versus that Broncos defense, especially on the road. Right. I walk away from that game feeling so positive about the trajectory of the Giants and Jackson Dart, even in an epic collapse, because you have to remember the expectations or lack thereof that we had for this team heading into the season.
All right, in 10 minutes, we will get to that. We will let the former Giant, who won a Super Bowl with his squad, have the floor on that.
I'm just going to tell you, I don't feel the way you think I feel. Just going to tell you.
Are you more on my side?
Yeah.
Do you feel like Nuno's avoiding it?
I don't think Nuno's avoiding it. No.
Let's talk about the Chiefs. Do you feel like Smalls is avoiding the Chiefs?
I'm avoiding that. Yeah, I don't want to talk about the Chiefs.
There's a lot of avoidance today.
They're right there again. Here we go again.
It's time for the avoidance power rankings. Number 1, we have Nuno avoiding the Giants.
Number 1.
Nuno avoiding the Giants.
Number 2. Smalls
and CC avoiding the inevitability that basically have become the Kansas City Chiefs. 31-0. 31-0. They beat the Raiders. Pete Carroll, not exactly what the Raiders signed up for so far.
Terrible.
Geno Smith, not exactly what the Raiders signed up for so far. And the Kansas City Chiefs are back. Favorites to win it all. Mahomes MVP. How are we feeling about the inevitability that is Kansas City, guys?
Well, first, you brought up Pete Carroll and the Raiders. Let's acknowledge this. Mm-hmm. Best player on offense is out. They haven't had Brock Bowers now for, 3 straight games. Their top receiver, Jacoby Myers, didn't play yesterday. Their left tackle, Colton Miller, has been hurt. They don't have a full deck. So they were going into a gunfight with some butter knives, and they got destroyed. So I'm not surprised by the result at all. As a matter of fact, I picked the Kansas City Chiefs in my survivor pool this week because I knew that they were going boat race the Las Vegas Raiders. But, Evan, as one-sided as I thought this game would be, I did not imagine it would look the way it did on Sunday. The Kansas City Chiefs had as many first downs as the Raiders ran offensive plays.
Oof.
The Raiders had 30 offensive plays. The Chiefs had 30 first downs.
Man.
That is insane. I've never seen anything like this. Andy Reid has never seen anything like this. This is the first time he's been a part of a shutout win.
Which is crazy to think about.
Which is nuts.
Yeah.
He's never shut out another team?
No.
That's wild.
That is wild. He's never seen anything that one-sided before.
And it was his 427th game. Think about that.
He's been around.
The Kansas City Chiefs beat the Las Vegas Raiders from pillar to post. And I think there's something to be said for what we're seeing with this Chiefs team on the offense. Isaiah Pacheco looked like he has a little more juice in the run game. Rashee Rice being back on the field. I mentioned it before. It's the first time him, Xavier Worthy, and Hollywood Brown have all been on the field at the same time since they put these guys together in 2024. But, man, this is – if you're the Raiders, where do you go as a franchise from here? It's clear that whatever Pete Carroll is selling, the locker room ain't buying. So when it comes to trying to establish the foundation for sustained success, I don't know what that looks like. I don't know what that is. I don't have any semblance of how the Las Vegas Raiders are trying to win football games.
Would you like an idea?
Please tell me.
I think you got to change everything that's gotten you to this point. I'm sorry, Max Crosby. You got to go. You were banged up yesterday. He's a great player. You got to tear this apart.
No, I'm with you. I do think
they have to lean into that.
There are some big picture things that they need to address.
Yeah.
My question to you is this. Mm-hmm. When you watch the Raiders play, How are they trying to win football games?
Well, okay, good question.
Because some teams try to run the football.
Yeah.
Some teams try to use the short passing game, West Coast offense. Some teams are in the vertical passing game. Some teams are going to be led by their defense. How are they trying to win games?
Okay, so what I thought versus what they are, you're going to have to help me.
Okay.
What I thought, you bring in Geno. Well, that means you're bringing in one of the smartest quarterbacks in the league who doesn't turn the ball over. You draft Ashton Genty in the top 10. That means you're leaning into the idea that the quarterback's going to hand the ball off to the running back, the line's going to block for him, and you're going to utilize your wide receivers and your tight ends more as blockers at times, and also just you're going to be smart everywhere. Jacoby Myers, one of the smartest wide receivers. Geno, smart quarterback. Chip Kelly, innovative offensive play caller, but run first. That's what I thought they were going to be. And Brock Bowers, obviously a machine at the tight end position. What they are, I have no idea. No idea. There's a list of teams that you literally sit here right now and you're like, what's the purpose of what you're trying to accomplish? Them and Atlanta are on that list for sure.
But they surprised me more because of the people that they have running this thing and Pete Carroll and Tom Brady. You would expect them to at least have a competitive football team.
Does Tom Brady want to be associated with this?
Probably not.
In a way,
with Pete Carroll, you thought there would be a certain identity that would form with the team, a certain type of fight, a certain type of culture that he would establish, and it's just not there.
No.
In a way, while Tom Brady may have picked the wrong guy, Geno over Darnold, you may have picked the right guy because Geno's leading you to more losses than Darnold would, and we could see that this team is going nowhere fast. And Pete Carroll is likable, he's fun, he's energetic, the whole deal. It's an amazing resume. He's done a terrible job. Let's be honest. Like if I'm very sensitive to this, I understand. If his name was Bill, we'd be destroying him. 70-plus-year-old coach not doing well. Leave the off the field, which Belichick has, to the side. Pete Carroll's been awful. But I want to just go back to one thing on the Chiefs. You know how I know you're rolling your eyes. You don't want to hear this. I know it.
It's reality. Go ahead.
But there was something that happened yesterday that's going to get you even more frustrated.
Tell me.
They're back to doing bits.
Oh, I know.
Remember when they did a couple of years ago, they did the ring around the rosy thing?
Oh, yeah.
Having fun.
The short yardage play.
Yesterday, it was like, I don't know what's happening. Mahomes
His
is
play
doing...
never works.
Oh, they're doing bits.
I know.
They're having fun.
They're wearing hats in the fourth quarter.
Which means
Not
helmet
helmets.
off. We don't need to play. They're back.
Listen.
They are back, Smalls.
No, they never left. That's the difference. And I know that at one point in the season, they were, 14-1 odds to win the Super Bowl. Now they're the outright title favorites at plus 500. But can we say that they're back if they never really were gone? They were just figuring.
Were gone for you, though.
But they were just figuring themselves out. And that's the problem, is that people like me, people like us, maybe not you, were trying to forecast their downfall. We're like, this amount of sustained success is nearly impossible. So we're trying to look at little indicators that it's over. And they're unswerving. Their success is just unstoppable. They are inevitable. And it drives me nuts because I want someone in the AFC.
I think it was, though.
You think unswerving is her word?
Yeah, I think she worked it in there.
She did it during, but I thought she did it during one-liners too.
You didn't say anything, and I was like, wait a minute.
That's too easy.
You just gonna let her get by with that one?
I'm not sure.
It was unswerving.
It's unswerving?
It was unswerving.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. I was looking at you like, what you doing?
But I technically win because I also said it during one-liners.
You did say it during one-liners. Yep. You win today.
Not changing,
well, we
steady,
know what unswerving
constant.
means.
But it's not a word you typically use.
No,
well,
it's not a word.
Leangelo taught it to me.
Oh, Leangelo.
And I swerved.
Jar. Venmo us immediately. But it drives me nuts because they are unswerving. And who else do you feel confident in the AFC right now? What team do you look at that you say, I feel confident that if they face the Chiefs in the AFC championship game, that they could take them down? The Bills have lost 2 in a row.
I'm going to tell you something. Y'all better look at them Colts. The Indianapolis Colts. The Indianapolis Colts are a team.
But you're going to have to put stock in a quarterback, a franchise, and a team that hasn't been there.
I understand that.
I'm not saying they can't get it done.
I mean, listen, people going to have to start giving the Colts their respect.
Yesterday was that day.
They're going to have to start doing it. Like Teddy Bruschi, a bunch of other ESPN analysts said, I'm not taking the Colts seriously. All right. You said that last week. Then they went out there and BTA with the Chargers.
Is that more of an indictment on the Chargers?
I mean, listen, I'm always going to have respect for Jim Harbaugh and his program. I told y'all in the group chat yesterday, the Colts were beating the hell out of the Chargers. They were just whooping them physically, beating them. Daniel Jones and Jonathan Taylor, those would be the guys that grab all of the headlines. But offense and defense, particularly at the line of scrimmage, they whooped them. And you don't see Jim Harbaugh teams get out physical in that way.
No, you don't.
So, yeah, maybe we have to recalibrate a little bit when it comes to the LA Chargers, but I think people have to recalibrate a lot of bit with them Colts takes. I didn't see it coming, but I know it when I see it. That's a championship contending team.
Avoiding no more. What'd you say? The altitude causes choking?
Yeah, warning. Altitude sickness can cause choking.
We'll get to that next. We're on Sportsmanlike, presented by